Many hardware parts have been out of stock for months, while many other parts have heavily increased in price. That makes building a gaming PC with a great price to performance extremely difficult. However, there are still a few hardware components out there that allow us to actually build a great gaming PC for a decent price. And what these parts are and what I think is the best way to build a gaming PC for $700 nowadays, I'll show you right after this message from today's sponsor. CDK Deals is an online shop mainly about genuine software keys and game keys. They also offer a lot of discounts for plenty of products. For example, right now you can get a Windows 10 Pro OEM key for an insanely low price. Just find the best price and apply my special discount code GP20 for an additional 20% off. You can also check out securely with PayPal, and once the payment is cleared, you should get access to the code both in your account as well as in your email. In order to activate the new copy of Windows 10, just search Activate under Windows and type in your key. So if you want to learn more, be sure to click the link in the description below. And as I said, this PC has really become a very strong package. And I can already tell you that it can play a lot of games at very high settings, even for its relatively moderate price. As a small hint, if you're searching for gaming PCs at different prices, you can also check out my website where I try to regularly update PC builds for all kinds of different price points. But now let's finally talk about what's in this gaming PC. The cornerstone of this PC, and definitely a very interesting part choice, is the Intel i3-10100. While everybody is still talking about how good Ryzen processors are, the prices for them almost doubled over the last year. And this is not so much the case for Intel CPUs. And especially when it comes to gaming, Intel CPUs have become a really attractive option over the last couple of months. Right now, the Intel i3 is not only in store, but it costs just about $120 on the Amazon store, yet it has 4 cores and 8 threads with up to 4.3 GHz turbo frequency, which is really good, especially for single-core focused applications like most games. In Cinebench, we scored a very solid result with 5,588 points in the multi-core benchmark and 1,128 points in the single-core test, which is even comparable to some Intel i7s of older generations. And for me, that makes the i3 the best processor in its price category when it comes to price to performance. It's also noteworthy that during all the benchmarks and game tests, the temperatures were also very stable, even though I only used the stock cooler. For our graphics card, we rely on a GPU that we already built into many other gaming PCs before, the AMD Radeon RX 580. It surely provides great value for money, and even as the price for it has increased a little bit lately, it is still one of the best options for those looking to build a new mid-range gaming PC capable of 1080p at 60 FPS. It is also one of the few GPUs that is still available in many online stores. It has 2304 streaming processors, a boost clock of 1340 MHz out of the box, and 8GB of GDDR5 memory. And especially the 8GB of VRAM is a strong argument for the RX 580, as most AAA games being released lately are using at least 4 to 6 GB, while many other graphics cards in the lower budget segment do not even have 6 GB of memory. For the motherboard, we use the MSI B460M A Pro. It has a M80X format, which makes it really easy to install, and additionally it supports the newest generation of Intel processors, has a proper sound chip, great voltage supply and 2 DIMM slots. These 2 RAM slots are equipped with a total of 8GB of RAM, so 2 4GB RAM blocks from Corsair. Of course, the kit is running in dual channel mode for more speed and has 2666 MHz. For the memory, we again rely on the classic PNY CS900 with 480GB SSD. The speed of this particular SSD is on par with some of the much higher priced models, especially for most real-life applications. Also, if 480GB are not enough at some point in time, we can easily buy additional drives in the future, as we have plenty of SATA connectors and space in our build. For the complete system to always be reliably and quietly supplied with power, we use the FGA BR with 500 watts. It provides great efficiency with its 80+ bronze certification, it has all the necessary protection circuits, enough power to support all the other hardware parts, and it comes from a very renowned manufacturer, which is usually quite important when it comes to power supplies in general. In the end, I installed everything in an Entech VSK10 gaming case, because it is definitely one of the cases with the best price to performance. Especially if you are not so much into RGB and rather prefer an elegant and simple design, this tower is a great option for you, as it provides everything that we need. So now, since we are finished with all the components, let's jump into the benchmarks and game tests. Of course, I have tested this gaming PC in the 3D Mark Time Spy benchmark, and then in multiple AAA and esports titles. In 3D Mark Time Spy, this build scores 4 4,210 overall points. The graphics score is 4,171 and the CPU score is 4,448. Not only are these scores pretty balanced, but also very solid. That also corresponds with what I saw in the gameplay tests. By the way, if you want to see more gaming PC builds from other price categories and corresponding gaming benchmarks, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as that will come out in the next few months. But now, let's take this build through a few titles and see how it does.
You're keeping me on. Yeah, I'm strapped in, stuck in a song you can't turn off. Like a merry-go-round, my head is spinning. I see you rapping about, I'm sure as hell not. 'Cause in my mind we're smiling on the dance floor, late night skinny dipping like we're on a home run. Got the words now, 'cause we're so young. We were so young.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Down, down, bad boy, yeah. 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 Down, down, bad boy,
So after all those game tests, we can clearly see that this game PC completely crushes 1080p, no matter if we play esports or AAA titles. And so I personally think that this is the best gaming PC you can currently build for $700. I would be very happy to build this PC myself, and I'm really interested in what you guys think. Please tell me in the comments below. Anyways, as always guys, a huge thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and also don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.